Dizzy on the beat.
YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Lex Lanson back in the place to be. You already know what it is, the long-awaited 3-year update video. It feels good. It feels more like a celebration than an update video. And yeah, as I promised in the last video, I was gonna do an FAQ. I'll try and answer as many questions as possible. So if I leave anybody out, please, no disrespect. Don't take any disrespect at all. I can't possibly name everybody because there's just too many people. So I'll do the best I can, and if anything, I'll do another FAQ video later on in this journey. So let's get straight into it because there's a lot of questions and not enough time. So let's do it. We got Day James who asks, what is another way to thicken the root of your locks? It's a good question. When I noticed some of my locks were kind of getting thin, what I did was just take some time off from retwisting or interlocking or whatever your method is, and just let your hair grow. Let the roots thicken out by themselves. You know, if you keep going in every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, you're gonna have thin locks. It's just a lot of tension on your hair. So just give it a break from the retwist or interlocking and you should be good. What's next? We got Dreadful Sean 968 who asks, what method do you use for your dreads? I've always used the twist method. It's simple, it works for me. I did interlocking once, I didn't like it, it was too painful, too much tension. I don't like that shit. If it works for you, it works for you. It is what it is. Yeah. We got Can't Be Broken Locks who asks, question, and my question would have to be, do you wrap your hair up every night? And if so, with what? Yes, I do wrap my hair up every night. There's been a couple nights where I haven't, but for the most part I do. 99% of the time I do. I usually use a do-rag or a stocking cap, whatever I can find. Sometimes I can't find anything, that's when I won't use anything, but usually a do-rag. Alright, let's see, we got Brisky Jam. He says, how many dreads do you have, and when you went to get them done, do you know what size you got them done in? I counted my locks early on in my journey, and I had 137. However, I combined it a few, so around 130. I don't know, give or take 130. I think that's about it. And what size did you get them done in? I don't know. They're like square inches. I can't tell you exactly what size, but like, what, thinner than a pencil? I'm not even sure. But yeah, let's see. On to the next one, Okay, this is from Louisiana Animal 504, and the question is, my question would be, do you plan on cutting them anytime soon? No, I do not plan on cutting them anytime soon. Alright, Blaine's Fire asks, what do you think of women with locks, and have you had to deal with any stereotyping because you have locks? Women with locks, men with locks, to me it makes no difference. You like locks, then do locks. It doesn't matter if you're a lizard, if you're a bat, if you're a chicken or a rooster. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I like locks, so women, yeah, it's cool, why not? And have you had to deal with any type of stereotyping because you have locks? Yeah, because I have locks, apparently all I do is smoke weed, and I'm a Rasta, and I don't know, I think weed smoking is probably the biggest stereotyping. And for the record, no, I don't smoke weed. Alright, my cat obviously wants to join in on the discussion, but you can't. Alright, let's see what's going on. We got Keenan Wells who asks, what is the one thing that keeps you pushing in this journey, even when you're sick and tired of them? That's a good question. I think just dedication. There's a lot of times where, yeah, I do want to cut them off and go back to that simple life, but I put a lot of hard work, time, and money into this, so I'm not just gonna throw in the towel anytime soon. So just sheer dedication, that's all it is. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Mbogua, forgive me, Mbogua. Is it a must to color your dreads? No, it's not a must. It's your hair, you do what you want to do with your hair. Simple as that. Then we got Izzy Kinsrick. Sorry, forgive me for the mispronunciation. What's your goal length? My goal length is to my stomach. My goal length would be, I don't know, chest level. We'll see when I get there if I trim them, if I won't. I don't know. It's all up in the air right now. I'm just kind of enjoying them right now for what it is. Alright, now we got Devin Stewart who asks, have you ever felt judged for having dreadlocks? Also, what inspired you to keep them on when you want to cut them? Well, that one I answered already, but yeah, I've been judged for having dreads, and I guess just that judgment falls underneath the stereotyping scenario or category. Yeah, apparently I smoke weed, you know. It's a fucking joke. But yeah, on to the next one. The Boss says, what was the hardest part of the journey so far? The hardest part of the journey so far was the first year, because your hair is not fully locked and it keeps unraveling and it's very like discouraging. But yeah, definitely the first year. And I guess washing them's a pain in the ass. It takes longer than average hair, but whatever. This one's from Donald Miller, and he asks, what made you decide to get locks? Well, I always wanted to grow my hair out, and I got African textured hair, and me growing my hair out means I got a big ass afro, so I didn't want afro, and I always liked the look of locks. So I decided to go with locks, and it's simple as that. This one is from Ziggy V. He says, hey Lex, quick question. How can you tell when your hair is actually dreaded? People still tell me I have twisties instead of dreads, but I feel like they're dreaded now. Simple answer to that question. When your hair does not unravel anymore, it's locked. And you can also feel them. They have kind of like a density to them. You'll know when they're locked, and it's simple as that. Tay Escobar says, at what point in your journey did you become more relaxed and confident with your dreads? After the 1 year mark. Like I said, the first year is the hardest. Once you pass that, it's a bit more smooth sailing. This one's from Marquise Thomas. He says, how long until I start seeing real progress? My hair texture is soft and curly, please help. How long until you start seeing progress? Everybody's hair is different, so there's no real universal answer to that. It just happens when it happens. Everybody's hair is different and it's gonna do different things. This one is from 01Man01 Truck. Do you ever think about braiding your locks? How do you feel about that? I do think about it. I'm gonna do it when my hair is longer because I would like to unbraid it so that I could have that crinkly look, but it's not something I give too much thought on. This one is from, Dreads So Trill. And the question is, I've been growing mines for 1 year and 11 months, and my question is, what do you prevent thinning? What do you do to prevent thinning, and what products do you use? To prevent thinning, like I said, just take some time away from the maintenance. And the products I use are not Murray's Beeswax. I used to use that. I use Jamaican Mango and Lime Locking Gel. It's perfect, works for me, I like it. Seth Aker asked me, why didn't you personally freeform? Freeform's not for me. You get big, chunky locks and everything's kind of chaotic, which works for some people, but it's not the look I was looking for. So that's that. Blackstone H asked me, what are your beliefs on dreadlocks, as in spiritually? When I was doing my dreadlock research in the early stages, I've always been hugely influenced by the Rasta movement, and yeah, it was something that resonated with me. I like the reason why they grow dreads, and you could look more into that yourself in terms of why they grow dreads. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but yeah, look into the Rasta movement and it'll tell you everything. Now, Nintendo Drew asked, how long have you been growing your hair in general, like since your last fresh cut? I cut my hair last time in October 31st, 2011, so over 3 years. It's gonna be 4 years since I've cut my hair pretty soon. Alright, let's do this because my cameraman right now is getting tired. This camera's heavy as shit. Leonardo Diaz asked me, what do you think of Keith Chief's dreads? Keith Chief has some dirty ass dreads. Forgive me any Chief Keef fans out there, but I saw an article on him in XXL magazine, and they had some close-up HD pictures of his dreads, and there was like nasty lint and dirt and all this nasty garbage in it. So yeah, I don't like Keith Chief's dreads, not very much. Let's see. Reese Money asks, when you first started your locks, how long did you wait to wash, and how often now do you wash your locks? I think I waited 2 weeks, and I wash my locks every 2 weeks. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, on to the next one. Let's do it. Daniel Chirac asks, how do I know if this is for me, and how do I start it? How do you know if this is for you? Well, you just know. You just know. If it's something you feel like you want to do, you think about it all the time, you obsess about it, then yeah, it's probably for you. Give it a shot. And how do you start? You go see, go to a hair salon, somebody that does locks, and they're gonna explain everything to you perfectly. Or you can do some research on YouTube. There's plenty of informative people out there. On my Donald Trump shit, that's an interesting name, says, didn't you lock twice? Yeah, I did lock twice. The first time didn't go so well, I cut it off, and then I started again, and now it's good. Shaquille and Ashley, forgive me if I mispronounced that. In one of your videos, you said you thought mold had formed in your locks. That's when you decided to do the ACV wash. What was the substance in your locks? Well, yeah, there was some stuff in my locks that I was concerned about. I did an ACV rinse, and that stuff that I was concerned about was gone. I don't think it was mold, I think it was just product buildup. And now every time that I do have product buildup, I do an ACV rinse and it takes care of that. And in case you don't know what an ACV rinse is, it's an apple cider vinegar rinse with baking soda, and it takes care of everything. Alright, Rushard Edward asks, is the retwisting process easier or harder now than it was when it was shorter? It's the same thing, honestly, no difference. No difference, because retwisting just involves twisting up the roots, and that's that. Alright, James Penna asks, what advice would you give to people who have soft texture hair and trying to lock their hair? Well, it is a fact that softer texture hair takes longer to lock than thick texture hair. So you just need more patience and maybe a product that has a little bit more hold, like an extra firm hold type of product, and then you should be good. Lex, this one's from Ronald Lewis. Lex, do you still use beeswax? How often do you oil your hair? I don't use, yeah, I guess I do use beeswax. I use Jamaican mango and lime locking wax, and I oil it, kind of moisturize it every 2 days or something like that. You getting tired, eh, bro? Don't worry about it, man. We're almost done. We're almost done. Corday Collins asked me, do you ever think about doing styles with your dreads? Although I like styles on other people, I don't particularly like it on myself just because it is, there's too much tension, it's too tight, it gives me headaches, and it's... Yo, my cat's acting a fool right now. Doesn't want to let us do our thing. But yeah, I don't like doing styles with it just because there's too much tension and it gives me headaches and stuff. So yeah.
Ready?
Cool. Yeah, so that's it for right now. I still have countless questions to answer, but this video is dragging on way too long. So what I'll do is I'll do a part 2 some other time. Again, if there's any questions that I missed, feel free to comment. I'll leave your question in the comment below, and I'll get that done. But before I go, I'll give you the 360 view. This is the front. This is what it's looking like from the front. This is what it's looking like from the right side, left side, and the back. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with those answers, and like I said, if I didn't name everybody, it's not possible. This video's too long. So stay positive, don't give up. You guys can do this. It ain't no thing. Signing out, one love, peace.